Hello, doctors. We are today with AMA, Ahmedabad Medical Association President, Dr. Jignesh. Welcome to the Medical Marvel, doctors.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I would love to know what AMA or a kind of association, medical association, will play the role in doctor's life.
See, medical association role is a very big role because see, a isolated doctor will not be able to be a successful. A doctor has to have a network with the other specialty of the doctor. Suppose I am a member of Gynec Society, then I will come in contact with only gynecologists.
Right.
But in medical association is the only place where I will be able to connect with all other specialties. Suppose I am myself is a gynecologist, then I will be able to connect with surgeon, with physician, with orthopedic doctors. So many of my batchmates. This is only possible if I am connected with medical association. So all doctors should be part and parcel of medical association in their area.
So, like many doctors whom I meet, they initial of their career, 5-10 years, they'll visit every association, every conference. Gradually, they'll stop going to conferences and all. So, what they are missing in their life by not attending the conference?
See, medical science is a evolving science,
Right.
and a continuous update of the knowledge. If we are updating our mobile every 2 year or 3 years, then we same way we need to update our medical knowledge.
Very good example.
It is true, na?
Amazing, like no, it pinpoint. Okay.
And it is true also.
It is true that mobile.
If you are not updating your knowledge, then you are not supposed to update your mobile or any gadget in your life.
I do agree, and if you are not updating knowledge, then it is indirectly or directly it's going to be impact your patient life also.
Exactly. See, it is a evolving science. So this is not a complete science,
Agree.
right? It's a evolving science. So by research, by taking the data of the molecules on the different patients, you come to know when you attend a conference, then and then only. That is
Right.
number one. And second, in my opinion, is networking. In my opinion, your network is your net worth.
I agree on
Right.
this. I totally agree on
Because nowadays we are seeing so many psychological issues, and these issues are mainly happening in those who are having a loneliness.
right.
If you go to conference, you will make new friends, right? You will have a networking. So this way, it will boost your mental power also, and it will improve your knowledge also. So definitely, one should regularly attend conferences or CME, in my opinion.
Good. So, according to your view as a AMA president, what are the biggest challenges doctor are going through right now in a current scenario? What is the biggest challenges for doctor community or doctor individual doctor also?
See, now medical practice is very different. I am practicing since almost 30 years, and what it was 30 years back is currently it is very different. For example, 30 years back, our patient used to come on their own. There was less competition. Patient used to come with us with mouth to mouth publicity.
Right.
Now, we need to know how to use social media, how to use ethically social media, why you should have your own Google business profile, why you should have your presence on Facebook, Instagram. These are in my opinion, are necessary tools because your presence, because before coming to you, suppose you refer your friend, okay, go and meet Dr. Jignesh. They will not come to me blindly. They will first search about me on Google.
Okay.
They will see how is my rating, how I am, what I speak on Instagram, what I speak on Facebook. They will search before coming to my clinic. They will judge me. So if I am not there, they will not come to me.
So now you mean to say trust is multi-dimensional. Previously
Yes.
it was a just word to mouth, but now word to mouth plus there is a multiple factor.
Yes.
Online and offline, which will.
This is about marketing part, right? Now practice is also evolving. Now previously it was solo practice. Now you have to develop group practice. So you should have a adjusting nature.
Okay.
If you don't have adjusting nature, you will not be successful in group practice.
I do agree.
And group practice is a must now because nobody will be able to invest fully for their own clinic or hospital. So how to develop group practice? What are the rules of group practice? So this will only you will know if you go and meet to other doctors, na?
Can you help me to explain the doctor who is young doctors? What is a group practice?
Group practice means when two or more doctors combined for a practice, then it is called group practice.
Okay, to build a hospital.
Yes, for a hospital or for a clinic,
Okay.
and that can be for a single specialty or that can be for multiple specialty.
Why this trend is changed from like no single loan to group loan or a multiple like no hospital?
See-
What have been changed?
Main factor is investment. See, when I started my practice 30 years back,
Mhm.
so there were very few gadgets which are compulsory required at my hospital.
Okay.
And patients also don't see what facilities I have in my hospital. Now patients just don't come only by the name of the doctor.
Mhm.
They also want good facility in the hospital, a good infrastructure, good staff, everything. And if it is not available, even if you are a good doctor, you will not be a successful doctor. So for this, all this, you will need a good practice. No? You will not, in a single-handedly, you will not be able to invest large amount, which can cater to your real estate need, your instrument need, your sonography, your operation theater, all instruments. Everything is costly.
Right.
So you need somebody to share with you, no? This investment.
Somebody to share the responsibility also, that as well as you can have a like no, if you are without your presence, that can also run.
Yeah,
If you are
exactly.
taking leave or if you are going out, then that also.
Exactly. And see, every doctor have their unique personality. Somebody is having good clinical knowledge, but somebody is having a good administrative skill. Somebody is having good marketing skill. This way also we can get a synergy.
Great. So I have learned from one of my coach that whoever you are finding your co-founder, find with a different skills, not with a similar skills.
Exactly.
So that can compensate you.
That will means
Multiply and give you a-
help both each other. Both will help each other.
So from trust perspective view, what are the, if a young doctor right now is starting his practice, what he have to follow so he can win the patient trust?
See, empathy. In my opinion, empathy is the number one skill all doctors should develop.
Mhm.
See, patients don't sue a doctor who don't means who prescribe wrong drug. They don't sue for it. But patients sue a doctor if the doctor does not talk softly to the patient. They sue the doctor who talk rudely to the patient or the relative.
Right.
So empathy, in my opinion, is number one skill, particularly in medical profession. You should be the sympathetic to the patient. You should have a hearing skill. Just hear what your patient wants to tell you. Give a sound hearing to them. 50% of the problem will be solved if you give a good hearing to the cell. And communication skill. How you communicate to the patient the diagnosis, how you communicate the diagnosis, how you communicate after a complication. These are the important skill a new doctor should learn, and this makes a difference between a successful and failed doctor.
Great. So my next is, what AMA president role, leadership role taught you, which was not taught by your clinical skills when you are working in your individual clinic? What extra or significant things you learned which is going to help your life in this role, particular role as a being a president?
See, my current year theme of Ahmedabad Medical Association current year theme is doctor need to go beyond the use of scalpel and stethoscope. So we shortly tell it beyond scalpel and stethoscope. See,
Right.
so now medical practice is not just limited to diagnosis or surgery. So by doing so many things in medical association, we are trying to improve all these skills of our doctors members, right? We are regularly conducting finance program for doctors because a doctor need to look after two things: personal finance and business finance.
Both are separate and they are
Both
mixing.
are separate
They are
and
mixing.
both require expert guidance,
I agree.
right? And without this knowledge, you will not be a successful, right? We have started this year. We have started communication skill program for staff members of hospitals and clinics, and the program title of that program is Rupantaran. We
Wow.
want to change the staff behavior pattern of the staff member of all the hospitals
Hospital
and clinics.
staff.
And yes, in my opinion, majority of the relatives, they get unsatisfied not because of the rude behavior of the doctor, but because of the rude behavior of the staff.
I do agree, and I have find out the research 80% problem is not clinically, 80% problem is non-clinically staff, because the patient is interacting more than doctor than the staff.
Exactly. Suppose a patient comes to consulting room, they will spend 1 hour or 2 hour in my waiting.
Right.
So during this time, they will just watch what is the behavior of my staff. They will interact with my staff. They will interact with my receptionists, my nursing staff, and sometimes they just observe my staff. And sometimes they take a decision about me in spite of not meeting me, how my hospital is. So staff behavior is a must, and nobody is trained there. So we have started this unique program to train the staff members.
So one more thing, I see that doctor when they are hiring, okay, the team members, they do two things. One, their family or relative, whoever available, and second, whoever come the first, they'll hire them. In your view, what doctors should do while hiring staff?
Except nursing staff
Uh-huh.
or majority other staffs are unskilled staff,
Unskilled.
right?
Right.
And unskilled staff, we generally train them after we join them in our
Agree.
right, and some of them come from the lower socio-economic group,
I do.
so they don't have that ethic which is required.
Attitude also.
So either a doctor themselves can train, or we can hire the professional people. But for individual doctor, it is not possible that they can hire professional people to train them. And that's why I thought this new thing of
great.
doing this program at Ahmedabad Medical Association.
So how do you run this program? Do you reach out to all the hospitals?
We are sending information to all the hospitals and clinics, and we are doing a monthly batch.
Great.
And it is based on a fixed module.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the training program, we conduct an exam, and then we provide a certificate also.
Wow. So I would love other associations that they should learn from Ahmedabad Medical Association one thing, which is they are training, they are helping doctor and doctor community to learn on communication skill to their staff.
Yes.
So doctor don't have to do like so many infrastructures, किस speakers को बुलाना है, कहाँ से So great that you are doing this.
Thank
I
you.
would love other association and IMA, other chapter or part of India, they must learn this thing from your role that you have started.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So great. What exactly role of AMA, Ahmedabad Medical Association or any other association? What is the major role?
See, medical association is the main binding force of all the doctors. So, for example, Ahmedabad Medical Association have 14,000 members.
Wow,
14,000 members. We run so many schemes for the doctors and their families.
Okay.
Our famous scheme is Social Security Scheme.
Okay.
So, whenever a death of a doctor member occurs, our other members contribute some amount, token amount, and they collectively that amount reaches to the kin of the family just before the Besana.
Okay.
So, one of our office bearer will go with a check. We don't wait for any legal documents.
Okay.
So, that is number one thing. We also run our professional protection scheme. So, that helps a doctor for the protection against their professional duties.
Okay.
And that is also running as a cooperative way. We also run health benefit scheme. So, we have identified 10 major illnesses. And during these illnesses, again, other members contribute and we provide this amount to the members. So this, and simultaneously, we association also runs social program. So it is an NGO. So we have our social responsibility. So regularly we run CPR training program. Recently we did CPR training program for staff of the airport.
Oh wow.
Then recently we did for the staff of biggest mall of Ahmedabad, that is Ahmedabad One Mall.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, these are the places where maximum public comes.
Maximum footfall will come.
Footfall will
That is
come.
the most
and
important skill.
here somebody can collapse.
Right.
If the staff is trained, then we can save a life of a patient with just a use of 2 hands.
So what will be your message to that doctor who's not actively participating in these kind of associations and like he's a passive. He's a member but he's passive who's not participating. What would be your message?
Do come out, do join medical association, do network with your friends, do interact with your friends, do upgrade your knowledge, take the advantage of the different schemes of the medical association, join us and grow in your life.
So good. So my last question is, what will be a role of or a medical professions, how it is going to evolve in next 5 to 10 years, because technology is improving, AI now it's putting a lot of things which is changing. So what significantly role is going to change of doctors, or what is going to happen in 5 to 10 years?
See, change is constant and never ever afraid of change, right? Medical science, or in my opinion, of any science, whatever they are inventing, it is always beneficial for the human life. And doctors are the most connected with the human life. So we have to adapt with the new technology. I welcome AI, use of AI in healthcare, because India is such a country, in my opinion, because of the AI, the cost of healthcare will come down. So more people will be able to afford the healthcare infrastructure.
Good.
So AI will not going to damage any of the medical professionals, and it will help the overall population, and it will help the medical professionals.
So it will increase the efficiency or outcome.
It will increase the efficiency, and it will increase the reach.
It will increase the reach.
Suppose a person is living in a remote place where there is no health infrastructure, but with use of AI, we will be able to reach them.
So doctors should not fear or should not have that what will happen.
In my opinion,
I see the radiologists, they are saying, okay, I don't have to take radiologist.
see, there are two sets of people. You can see anything positively and you can see anything negatively, right? I am the person who sees anything positively. Change is constant and always adapt the change. That is my mantra of life.
So my mantra is, whatever will happen, human touch cannot be replaced from doctors' consultations.
I told you, empathy.
Empathy.
No machine will be able to generate the empathy. That is only possible with a doctor and with a doctor only.
The builder of the AI, they also saying that we cannot replace the human touch. We can just automate tasks. We can increase the
will help.
efficiency of a human.
So AI can help you in diagnosis. AI can help you in improving the treatment, right? So these are the advantage of AI. Let us take help of the AI. It will also help the doctor to take a second opinion also. I myself can take a second opinion with just AI
Right.
to confirm my own diagnosis.
Good. Great. So thank you very much for joining and putting the different aspect of AMA Ahmedabad Medical Association, that how you are playing a role to improve doctor life, which is not part of also, you have taken a different theme to transform this year Ahmedabad Medical Association. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
And
thank you.
That you have taken this theme this year, that to add being a podcast, have a different conversation, always medical. And this year you have taken that, okay, we have a different kind of theme and we'll have a podcast and inviting me. I'll really grateful the Ahmedabad Medical Association for inviting me here.
And I'm thankful.
I
Thank
really
you.
for you and Prignesh sir have taken a immediately he say, okay, I have an idea I can do for you. So really I'm grateful for you giving me a platform.
We three are having a same positive energy.
You are three running, I'm seeing morning.
Maulik Sheikh. Yeah.
Maulik sir, Prignesh, and you are always you are running with same energy and same response. Morning I have seen you.
Three are same. We three are same.
Good. So let's say that when energy and good intent combined, everything will happen.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for joining once again. Okay.
Thank you so much.